Rahim Aid and Atif Al Hello Band. And we haven't finished, the music will not gonna stop now. It's going to get better. I know that people were having a break, so I would like, ladies and gentlemen, to ask you to reconvene in the room to commence with the formalities of this event. And this part is very important. So, first of all, where is my friend? The most popular mayor. I was just talking to him. It's my pleasure to warmly welcome the mayor of Bankstown, Councillor Bilal Al-Hayek. And a person that I call my friend. I'm so lucky. He is definitely the most popular mayor. And actually, Bilal, you shared a very important announcement. And Mayor Bilal Al-Hayek invite everybody to go and join tomorrow, as he shared a resolution that has been passed tonight, resulted with the Lebanese flag. It will be raised tomorrow from the chambers of Bankstown and Kempsey Council, and every year on the Independence Day it's going to be shared. Thank you so much, Mayor Bilal Al-Hayek, not only because you're extremely popular, but because you lead and you champion leadership in our community. Thank you so much. Please join me in thanking Bilal Al-Hayek. Now, I would really appreciate your connection with me as I introduce to you our next speaker. It is my honor to introduce a leader who has shaped our community here in Australia, in New Zealand, and across the Lebanese diaspora. Dr. Ibrahim Constantine. A dental surgeon, international fellow, and founder of the Dental Facial Aesthetics Society of Australia, Asia. He is also a national trainer shaping clinicians across the country and a proud recipient of the New South Wales Government Community Services Award. Very well deserved. Beyond his professional excellence, Dr. Constantine has devoted decades to civic, cultural, and faith-based service. Today, he serves as the President of the Continental Council of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union in Australia and New Zealand, and stands as one of the strongest advocates for preserving Lebanese identity, unity, and cultural pride. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Ibrahim Constantine.
Good evening, everyone. The Honourable Jihad Deeb, Minister for Emergency Services, Minister for Youth Justice, Customer Service and Digital Government. Honourable Members of Parliament, Members of Local Government, Excellencies, representatives of the Australian Lebanese community, political and media organisations, distinguished guests, members of the Union, dear friends. On behalf of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, I welcome you all to this majestic celebration of Lebanon's Independence Day. Tonight, we gather not to honour a date, but to honour a heartbeat, a history, and a homeland that refuses to die. We gather to honour the soul of a nation. Tonight, we gather for Lebanon. A nation that has given the world its brilliance, its resilience, and its unbreakable people. We come from different faiths, different villages, different journeys, but we stand united by one love, one heritage, one destiny, and one eternal flag. And how blessed we are to celebrate this night in Australia, our country. A country of fairness, freedom, and boundless opportunity. A country whose values mirror the very soul of Lebanon. Across every country and every continent, the Lebanese rise, a living testament to the greatness of our people. And wherever a Lebanese walks, Lebanon does not walk, Lebanon rises. Lebanon does not follow, Lebanon leads. Lebanon does not shine, Lebanon blazes. I believe in a Lebanon that is proud, united, and free. A Lebanon that stands unshaken beneath its mighty cedars. A Lebanon that does not bow, does not break, and never, never forgets who it is. But I do not believe this alone. We believe in that Lebanon together. A Lebanon that belongs to all its people. Not divided by politics, not weaponized by religion. A Lebanon that honors its martyrs, its soldiers, its flag, and its future. Our independence was not gifted, it was earned. Earned by those who sacrificed everything, then and now, so that we could stand here today as one people, one nation, one homeland of 10,452 proud square kilometers. For many years, Lebanon has been battered. Lebanon has been betrayed. Lebanon has been pushed to the edge. But Lebanon never falls, because when others collapse, Lebanon rebuilds. When others surrender, Lebanon rises. When others fade, Lebanon burns brighter. And tonight, from Sydney to the Cedars, we declare to the world with one voice, our land is not for occupation. Our skies are not for violation. And our sovereignty is not and will never be for negotiation. Tonight, as a cultural union that stands above politics, we reaffirm our confidence in a man whose service, integrity, and loyalty inspire hope across the nation. His Excellency President General Joseph Aoun. A soldier who rose through every rank with honor. A commander who stood firm when Lebanon trembled. A leader who puts Lebanon first, its sovereignty, its security, and its dignity. In him, we see stability. In him, we see unity. And in him, we see a Lebanon that stands tall beneath one flag, our flag. In a world drowning in conflict, inequality, division, and fear, there has never been a more crucial moment for culture to rise as a unifying force. Culture is not something we celebrate when times are calm. Culture is what saves us when times are dark. It is the force that creates peace. It is the soul of a nation. It is the memory of a people. It is the language written not in ink, but in heartbeats. And this is why the World Lebanese Cultural Union exists. To protect that soul, to strengthen it, to unite it across continents, generations, and hearts. The World Lebanese Cultural Union is the voice of the Lebanese diaspora. The millions who carry Lebanon not as a distant memory, but as a living fire inside them. It is an institution that belongs to every Lebanese, from every village, every religion, every political belief, because our mission is not political, not religious, and not racial. Our mission is Lebanon. Our purpose is unity. Our duty is to rise above our differences. We are the guardians of identity, keepers of memory, builders of a unity that unites or binds Lebanese across continents and generations. For culture is not neutral ground, it is common ground. And when we stand together, the World Lebanese Cultural Union becomes more than an organization. It becomes a global Lebanese force, fierce in dignity, proud in heritage, and steadfast in identity. Dear friends, I'd like to conclude by saying, independence is not just a date we commemorate. It is a promise we renew with every breath we take. A promise written in the blood of heroes. A promise carried in the hearts of our children. A promise that we, the Lebanese of the world, will guard forever. So let the cedar rise high. Let our army defend our borders with courage. Let our people protect our honor with pride. And let our flag, red, white, and green, rise higher than ever before. Because we are Lebanon. And let our flag, red, white, and green, rise higher than ever before, because we are Lebanon, the heart that never stops beating. We are its voice, we are its spirit, we are its eternal flame. Long live Lebanon, long live its independence, long live Australia, and long live the World Lebanese Cultural Union. Thank you.
Wow. That was very powerful as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Constantine, for your powerful and deeply resonant words. Before we continue, I would like to highlight a passage from Dr. Constantine's speech, a passage that truly reflects the spirit of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union. And I quote Dr. Constantine, "We are the guardians of identity, keepers of memory, builders of unity. Through culture, we rise above differences because culture is not a neutral ground, it is common ground. And when we stand together as one. نحن حماة الهوية وحفظة الذاكرة وبناة الوحدة. فبالثقافة نرتقي فوق الاختلافات لأن الثقافة ليست أرضاً حيادية بل هي أرض مشتركة، هي أرض مقدسة، وعندما نقف معاً نقف كياناً واحداً." شكراً على هذه الرسالة القيمة دكتور إبراهيم قسطنطين. It is now my honor to introduce a distinguished leader of our state and a proud representative of our community, the Honorable Jihad Deeb MP. Minister for Customer Service and Digital Government, Minister for Emergency Services, for Youth Justice, and Member for Bankstown in New South Wales Parliament. And before entering the Parliament, Jihad Deeb was widely recognized for his transformative leadership as the principal of Punchbowl Boys High School, where his work strengthened community partnerships and helped shape a new future for young people. Please join me in warmly welcoming the Honourable Jihad Deeb MP.
Well, wow, what a very generous introduction. Thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. Hello? Hello. Good evening, everyone. That's more like, I've never known Lebanese people to be so quiet. Now, I apologise, I was running a little bit late. We had Parliament very late, and I was just on my way in then. But I did think to myself, it should be okay, because I'm Lebanese, it's a Lebanese event, it won't start on time anyway, but I was wrong. It started on time, and I was late, so I apologise. Of course, I want to thank everyone for being here, and there's a few things that I do want to say. And firstly, I want to send the apologies of the Minister for Multiculturalism, Stephen Camper, and I know some of my parliamentary colleagues as well, including Julia Finn and Kylie Wilkinson, were coming. Julia is not well, and Kylie did make it. Well done, Kylie. It's a big day at Parliament today. Dr. Constantine, I want to acknowledge you, and I want to pick up a little bit on some of the things that you said. And those who know me know that I don't like to read from notes. I prefer to speak from my heart. And maybe that's a thing that we all understand, that as people of Lebanese heritage, we say Lebanese people, we speak from our heart. Sometimes we wish we didn't speak from our heart because we say the truth that might hurt other people, but it's important that we do. And I did write it on my hand, so I apologise. And this is where I wish I was wearing my glasses, because I can't read it. I picked up on the guardians of identity. And the reason I said that is because I came here when I was a young boy. And my story is similar to your stories. We came here not because my parents chose to leave Lebanon, but because they had to leave Lebanon. And I think for about 20 years, and I'd say even now, there's always that thought of going back to Lebanon. And for a long time growing up, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know if I was Lebanese, I didn't know if I was Australian. I wasn't Lebanese enough, and I wasn't Australian enough. And for a long period of time, I was a little bit embarrassed to be Lebanese, especially when I would take food that my mum made to school, and I was the only person there. And when I went to a school, and there was only one bloke called Jihad, and there was one bloke called Imad, and that was my brother. And we were the only two Lebanese people there in a school of 1,200 kids. And I wasn't sure who I was. But my parents never let me forget my identity. And as I've grown older, I've decided who my identity is. My identity is a very proud Lebanese person. Born in Lebanon, raised in Australia. And it's a strength. And it's a strength because I think everyone who grew up in the 80s and 90s would have felt the same way. But I think about it as a strength that we have, because how lucky we are that we can have the best of Lebanon and the best of Australia and actually make an incredible contribution. But the identity that we have is the most important thing we have. And the work of the World Cultural Union is rooted in that, making sure that we don't lose our identity, we don't forget our identity, we don't forget who we are, we're never ashamed that we are, and we're proud to be Lebanese and everything that it is to be Lebanese. And what does it mean to be Lebanese? It means to be generous. It means to be kind. It means to be thoughtful. It means to be intelligent. It means to understand poetry and song. It means to look after your neighbour. It means that no matter what, we never give up. Because if Lebanese people gave up on all of those different occasions, then Lebanon wouldn't be standing the way that it stands today. Lebanese people never give up. Lebanese people and Lebanon will not die. And I've got a request for you, because I have a genetic tree. And it was gifted to me by Allah yarhamu Bilal al-Hayek's late father. And it was gifted to me. And it sits, and Bilal, I want to pay tribute to you, but also to your late father, who'd be so proud of the man that you are. And I have that genetic tree in my backyard. But I am sure that in this room, between all of us, there isn't one person who either doesn't have a genetic tree or a wara anib, I don't know how you say that in English, or an olive tree, or of course a lemon tree. Because no Lebanese place would be right if we didn't have those trees. And of course in Greenacre, on one of the parks in the main street, sits very, very proudly a cedar from Lebanon, growing as a reminder of who we are. And beneath the ground grow the roots of the cedar, next to the roots of the gum tree. And underground they intertwine, and they're symbolic of what we are. We are a connection of Australia and a connection of Lebanon, and it's reflected in that park, in the cedar tree that grows beautifully and majestically alongside the Australian gum tree. We are proud of who we are, because we don't have to choose to be Australian or Lebanese. We can be both, and we are both, and we're proud to be both. And it's about this time that I wish I had some notes, because you're starting to switch off. One funny story today. So today was a crazy day in Parliament. It's been a crazy couple of weeks in Parliament, and I think I've aged about 15 years just in the 2 weeks. But if you walk into my office and you get there near 9 o'clock, there's a smell that comes through the corridors. And it's the smell of Lebanese coffee, because we've got this custom that every single morning we have Lebanese coffee. Now, it used to just be for my office, but this morning I was very, very upset, because we'd made the Lebanese coffee. I got called down to a meeting and I came back and there was no Lebanese coffee left. And the problem for me was that this was because I wanted Lebanese coffee, but it seemed that it's become such a tradition that everybody in Parliament now thinks they're Lebanese and they want the coffee, they have that, and they have the sweets. But it's that generosity of who we are. And it finished with one of the ladies who works with me, and she's Australian Chinese, and I needed to go somewhere because the bells were ringing, and she said, "Yalla jihad, you got to go." And I just turned around and said, "What did you just say?" She said, "Oh, sorry, I should have said minister." I said, no. She said, "Yalla." I go, "I'm so proud of you." We're all Lebanese. So tonight, like every night, is a celebration of who we are. And Dr. Constantine, your speech was absolutely magnificent, because you hit to the very heart of what it means to be Lebanese. That blood that runs through our veins can't be extinguished, and it can't be changed. It will always be there. Being Lebanese is everything. Being Lebanese is being proud of who we are, knowing who we are, celebrating who we are. And tonight I'm more optimistic than I've been in such a long time, Because when I look at what's happening in Lebanon, I see that for the first time in so many years, some barriers are breaking. Some bridges are being built. A country is being reunited. We are taking our country back. We are one country. We are one people. And we have one dream. And that dream is of a united, free, truly independent and successful Lebanon. That is the dream that we all share. And tonight is an acknowledgement of that once again. And I want to conclude by saying how proud I am to be Lebanese. So you walk in my office, I've said, I've got the Lebanese coffee, I've got the rakware. There's another funny story that I'll share with you later. I'm the Minister for Emergency Services, and I got in trouble because I used to make my Lebanese coffee on one of those butane gas things, the ones you buy from Punch Bowl for $20 around, like underneath the shelves kind of thing. I took one of those to Parliament, and I had it on the shelf once, and unfortunately, the person who came in for a meeting with me was the Commissioner for Fire and Rescue. And he said, "Oh, Minister, what's that?" I said, "Oh, that's what I make my Lebanese coffee on." He said, "That's illegal inside." I said, "That's okay, I'll do it on the veranda." That's the thing about Lebanese ingenuity, we always find a way. But I say I'm proud. And I'm proud to display all the Lebanese artifacts in my office. I'm proud to drop in Arabic words whenever I can in my speeches. I'm proud to be the voice for our community in the Parliament. But what I'm really proud of, and it's easy to be our voice, is I look around this room and I can look out any part of our community. Lebanese people have made a contribution. We didn't arrive in 1975, we arrived in the 1800s. And you travel through country towns and you will see on the shops names that are Arabic, that are Lebanese. You'll see influencers. You'll see big businesses that were Lebanese. You'll see amazing people who have made differences in the medical field. You'll see a governor that was Lebanese. You'll see teachers Lebanese, doctors, lawyers. You'll see everything Lebanese. We haven't come here as guests. We've come here, we've made a home for ourselves, we've contributed, and we've been strong contributors. And that's the proud story. Because as Dr. Constantine said, we don't walk, we actually rise and we make a difference. And the support that we provide each other is the one that lifts us all. So keep lifting one another. Keep hoping, keep praying, and keep doing everything that we can to ensure that Lebanon once again rises with all of us to make sure that it's united, it's free, and it's independent. May you long live, may Lebanon long live, and may Australia long live. Tzvah l'khair.
Yes, thank you, Minister. And I just want to say, on behalf of everybody, that we are proud of who you are, how you are, and wherever you are, you always make us proud, Australian Lebanese, or Lebanese Australians. Thank you so much. Now, thank you, Minister. No. وين مستعجل روح. Thank you, Minister Jihadi, for actually remaining on the stage. And I would like to ask Dr. Ibrahim Constantine to return to the stage in readiness for the presentations. And I would like to remind you about the silent auction that's going to be closed shortly. Thank you.
In support of the Minister's statement, for those people who have been to my home, I've got 2 lemon trees, 4 olive trees, but more importantly, I've got an 80-year-old cedar tree, and better than that, I've got an Australian flag flying at the front of my gate. The time has now come for us to recognise and honour 2 remarkable Australian Lebanese whose achievements reflect the very best of who we are as a community. We pay tribute to their quiet yet powerful contributions, work that makes us proud, lifts the name of our community and enriches our Australian society. Tonight we begin by honouring an exceptional member of our community, a woman whose life reflects the very best of Lebanese excellence, compassion and service. Born and educated in Beirut by St. Kerr nuns in Ashrafieh, she came to Australia in 1969 and went on to earn degrees in science, medicine, and law from the University of Melbourne. A distinguished specialist, general practitioner, and respected academic, she has guided generations of medical students as head of the Auburn Clinical School at the University of Notre Dame, Australia, while contributing her legal expertise to medical governance and regulation across the nation. Now, before I complete and introduce this Australian Lebanese for 2025, may I ask the Secretary General of the Union to come to the stage, the President of the Northeastern branch, Mr. Hassan Rahman, the President of the Southwestern branch, Mr. Ali or Dr. Alex Ashi, the President of the Adelaide branch, Mr. Yusuf Abdul Samad, the President of our Melbourne chapter, Victoria, Mr. Tony Helou, and last but not least, our Women's Council Chair and Co-Chair, Aya Hamdar and Wendy Finianos. Please come to the stage. So as we said, and if someone from the venue please get me the flowers from the fridge. A distinguished specialist, general practitioner, and respected academic, she has guided generations of medical students as head of the Auburn Clinical School at the University of Notre Dame, Australia, while contributing her legal expertise to medical governance and regulations across the nation. Her dedication to humanity is equally inspiring, from co-founding St. Paul's Hostel for Older People to leading humanitarian missions in Lebanon and co-founding the Coalition of Women for Justice and Peace. A recipient of the Order of Australia Medal, she continues to exemplify the Lebanese values of justice, dignity, and peace. It is therefore with great pride that we now confer the rank of Knight granted by the World President of the World Lebanese Cultural Union, Mr. Abbas Fawaz, in recognition of her exceptional service to humanity, community, and country. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Associate Professor Hadia Haikal Mukhtar to receive this distinguished recognition from the World Lebanese Cultural Union. Can someone from the staff please bring the flowers from the fridge? They do us no good in the fridge.
You'll find them next to the banadura.
Jihad said they're next to the tomatoes. Okay, Jihad, we'll bestow this on her. So what we'll do... So that's the Order of Knight from the Union. So I'll hold it at the front and you just tie it on the shoe. Have you?
You're a surgeon, you can do a pocket. Wow.
Hassan, you and Jihad, if you can present the
It's okay.
certificate. And can I just add one more thing? And the flowers. I've never seen so many paparazzi. Just 1 second. Okay, Hadia.
غطي الشمس بفيج بينك بحق لك وطنك دينك لو
You want me to lower it for you? Thank you.
Shall I start? Can you hear me? Good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
Shall I start by saying, dear friends and family, because I feel you're all family tonight. We are one family, an Australian Lebanese family. It's very hard to beat the eloquence of Dr. Constantine and the wittiness of the Honorable Jihad Deeb. But what I want to do is quickly share what inspired me to be a doctor and a lawyer. And I had two role models in my life. I don't know if you have heard of Dr. Albert Schweitzer, who was a missionary in Africa, and he looked after people who had leprosy. I also was inspired as a teenager by people like Che Guevara. I don't know if any of one remembers him. He fought for justice, equality, and freedom. But the most important people in my life was my family, my father. And his message to us all was, if you want to do something for Lebanon, be the best you can be at whatever you can do, because then you will give the world a window where they can have a glimpse of Lebanon's spirit and beauty. While I am full of, I should say, ecstasy in a word and emotions, I have a very heavy heart, and I'm sure you all share it with me when I hear of what's happening in South Lebanon. I am pained by the pain of mothers, fathers, children who have lost everything, who have lost their families, their land, whose homes have been demolished, and where these ugly foreign bulldozers continue to uproot our olive trees. Enough is enough. Every olive tree that gets uprooted in the south of Lebanon, it's uprooted from all of Lebanon. And every olive tree that is uprooted is a page torn from the history of our country. We will not allow that. What gives me hope tonight is that we have organizations of the like of the World Lebanese Cultural Union. And why do I say that? Because the name in itself is powerful. Just think of it. World, cultural. We just heard what culture means. Culture is our heritage. Each story our grandmothers told us, our future, our cuisine that is being stolen and renamed by others, our tabbouleh, our hummus, our songs, our zajal, our dabke, and our literature and poetry, as well as the mathematics, the science, and the alphabet we have exported. This is our culture, and these are our roots, but our roots have not clipped our wings. And with our strong roots, we, Lebanese of the world, and in particular here in Australia, Australian Lebanese, we will fly high to remind the world of who Lebanon is and who we are. I just want to leave you now with one poem from our beloved Gibran. And for me, you know, you probably remember how he said, "You have your Lebanon and I have my Lebanon." Do you remember why he said that? He said that because he was disgusted by the corruption of leaders who were profiteering from the pain and suffering of the people. And out of that essay he wrote, he said, "My Lebanon is a flock of birds fluttering in the early morning as shepherds lead their sheep in the meadows, a poetic image of cultural identity grounded in land and memory." And thank you for this great honor tonight. It's truly an honor, and good evening all. Enjoy the night.
Thank you. Take it easy, yeah? Thank you. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg your indulgence. We only need 5 more minutes. There will be a lot of Lebanese dabki. There will be a lot of exciting music. So please, any side discussions, delay them for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Thank you. Our second honoree this evening is a man whose extraordinary career has shaped medicine, education, and community service. Thank you. A proud Australian of Lebanese heritage whose leadership, vision, and compassion inspire us all. Thank you. Thank you. Please, 5 minutes. A graduate of the University of Newcastle with a PhD and Master of Education from the University of Sydney, he has held distinguished roles including Foundation Professor and Chair of Surgery at the Australian National University, Pro Vice-Chancellor at the University of Canberra, and Professor of Surgery at the University of Sydney. Would someone like to answer that phone? His work has trained generations of doctors and advanced surgical practice across Australia. For his outstanding service, he was appointed Officer of the Order of Australia, AO, by the Australian Government. Although he is currently overseas, Professor Khadra, Muhammad Khadra, was recently presented with the rank of Knight granted by the World President of the World Lebanese Cultural Union at the Faculty of Medicine at Nepean Hospital in front of his family, friends and colleagues, a true celebration of his achievements and his lifelong dedication to humanity and our Lebanese heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in watching a special video message from Professor Khadra sharing his words of gratitude and inspiration. This certificate, which is the rank of Knight, is presented to Professor Kadra for his service to humanity, to country, and to community.
I just want to express my great gratitude to the World Lebanese Cultural Union for this really unexpected award. It's a humbling award, and in fact, the rank of knighthood is something that I was never, ever expecting to be. We are all proud Australians, and we are proud of our heritage. No matter where the diaspora of migrants in Australia comes from, we look towards our heritage as well, so that we bring the best of what it is. And the World Lebanese Cultural Union does that. It preserves our literature as Lebanese, our culture, our music, and our thoughts and approach to humanity and compassion. بشكر كثير الجامعة اللبنانية الثقافية العالمية لهالشرف اللي فعلا ما كنت منتظره ولا كنت بتوقع انه يصير. بشكر كثير الرئيس العالمي استاذ فواز عباس، وطبعا الرئيس هون باستراليا بالمكان دكتور ابراهيم قسطنطين.
Thank you. And our final presentation, we honor a man whose dedication to Lebanon and to the Lebanese community in Australia spans more than 50 years. For over half a century, Mr. Bishara Tawq has embodied the true spirit of Lebanese patriotism, serving his community, preserving our cultural identity, and strengthening the bond between Lebanon and its sons and daughters abroad. His loyalty has never wavered, and through his leadership and tireless service, he has become a proud example for all Lebanese in the diaspora. In recognition of his lifelong devotion and outstanding contributions, the World Lebanese Cultural Union is proud to bestow upon him the title of Honorary President of the World Lebanese Cultural Union in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Mr. Bishara Tawq unfortunately was unable to attend due to ill health, so I asked the President of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union in Melbourne to receive this honour on his behalf and relay our gratitude and warmest wishes to him. So, Tony. يلا احملها هيدي ها. Thank you. يلا ها. Just a few words from the President of Victoria.
مساء الخير، مساء المحبة والوفاء للبنان الوطن ولحضوركم المميز هذه الليلة التي جمعت المغتربين والأصدقاء في أحلى وأجمل سهرة عرفتها سيدني. تحياتي للجميع. Good evening. distinguished guests, and dear members of the World Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, especially the President, Dr. Ibrahim Constantine, and the executive team, for organizing such a beautiful event celebrating the Independence Day of Lebanon. Also, it is a heartfelt honor to receive this award on behalf of Mr. Bsharatau OAM, the former president of the ALCU in Victoria. Thank you for recognizing his dedication and the love he poured into the association over 50 years of service to the Lebanese community in Victoria. On the 82nd anniversary of our Independence Day, we are reminded of the values that unite us, and may we continue to move forward with the same dedication and have vision that have brought us here tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Sydney. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and we love to see most of you in Melbourne at one stage. Have a good evening. Thank you.
And finally, before you start burning the floor down with your shoes, dancing, I believe our Master of Ceremonies has done a magnificent job, and we'd like to say to her, thank you, Farah. And if I can ask Wendy and Aya to come up.
يحق لك وطنك دينك لو هالدني سألت مينك قلن انك البناني بطل السلم وبطل الحرب همزة وصل الشرق الغرب تضل تحب وتنحب بيكفي انك البناني ضغط الشمس تفيش بينك بيحق لك وطنك دينك لو هالدني.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your night. Just a little reminder. First of all, my name is Christine. I'm from Oz Arab Media. But I'm up here today for one special reminder. If I can bring your attention to your ballot forms on your tables. They've got all the silent auctions on here. If I can have you please bid on one or more. It tells you all the details down here. Just bid the minimum and put your details and you might be a winner tonight. And guess what? If you bid tonight, or at least try to bid, you get one of those lovely babusas at the back. So please support, try to bid. We've got 10 minutes to go and then we can dance the night out. Thank you.